Okay, here's the second lesson of the opener. This lesson will cover rehearsal letter D all the way to the end of the first song, which is Time by Pink Floyd. The rhythm that you see on the screen here marks the first time we have a real melody in the piece. Everything else was kind of was a lead up or a build up into some more climactic music. So the first thing that you see here is a bunch of eighth notes. Now sometimes people confuse this first rhythm with this rhythm. They confuse 4 eighth notes with 4 16th notes. Now they are two different rhythms, and the problem with it is one takes up 1 beat, the other one takes up 2 beats. And what I want you to make sure that you realize is that a group of eighth notes is only connected by 1 bar line. So if you look at this up here, there's only 1 bar line that goes, or I can't remember what, one connecting line from note to note. Down here, there are 2 lines that connects each note to note. So this one takes up 1 beat, and it is counted 1, E, and A. The top ones take up 2 beats, and they're counted 1 and 2 and. So they're twice as slow, or they're half as fast as the 16th notes. So this would be, like I said, the eighth notes 1 and 2 and then tied to that next quarter note, which takes up all of beat 3. And then you have a rest on beat 4 and an eighth note on the and of 4. So this would be ta 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 ta. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, and then let me play that part of the show for you if I still have this up on my computer. All right, so that part of the show would be, so this is the build-up. I'm going to go to the last rhythm we covered on the last video. Here's C right here. 1 and 3, 4 and 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, off. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Here's D. 1 and 2 and. Okay, obviously there's more after that, and that'll be on the next slide. But this is the first part of that melody. 1 and 2 and. Ta 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 ta. And I'm purposely trying not to sing melodies just because I want you to focus on the rhythm right now. So here's the next screen. And this finishes, or this takes the melody to the next measure. We start it with an eighth note, which takes up the first half of the first beat, and then we go to a quarter note. Now remember, a quarter note takes up an entire beat, and it doesn't matter if you start the beat on a number or on an and, it is 2 halves. So this one starts on the and it goes to the first half of beat 2, which is number 2. And then you have an eighth note, and then we have those 4 eighth notes, or 4 eighth notes again, which is 3 and 4 and. So it'd be ta 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 ta. 1 and 3 and 4 and. 1 and 3 and 4 and. So again, let me play that melody for you. Here's D. 1 and 1 and. I don't know what I was doing there. Let me go back. Sorry. 1 and 2 and 1 and 3 and. Okay, so if you heard that, it was 1 and 2 and 1 and 3 and 4 and. And then we finish the melody in the next slide, so let's go to that one. One more slide here. So this is the second half of the of the previous slide, so that 3 and 4 and. And here's the next measure. I did this so you could see the transition in between slides. We have a tie over the bar line. Sometimes that gets confusing. But we have 3 and 4 and. So the and of 4 right here is tied to beat 1. 3 and 4 and. And then it's that and is tied to, or the and of 1 is tied to a half note on beat 2. And that goes all the way to beat 3, all the way to the end of the beat 3. So let me play that for you one more time, and we'll be able to get that entire melody now. Okay, here's that build up. I don't know why the computer stopped. Let's try that again. Okay, the computer stopped. I'm going to stop this recording and then start it again in just a second when I get the computer fixed. Okay, so we're back now, so here's the music again. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, here's D. 1 and 2 and 1 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, so that's the first, those are the first rhythms that I think you might have some problems with. So let's go to the next slide. The next slide is just dotted quarter notes, and these don't look real hard, but we always have problems with this. Even the seniors have some problems with these. It just seems like every time we have a dotted quarter note, we have to talk about it. So I've added them here. A dotted quarter note, remember, gets 1.5 beats. So that would be, we're starting on a downbeat here on a number, so that would be a number, and then another number, 1 and 2. Then we have an eighth note to finish out the beat 2, and then another dotted quarter note. So this would be 3 and then 4 and. Okay, so that last eighth note is on the and of 4. So that would be ta, 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 ta. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Ta, 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 ta. And we have these all over the place. So the tubas and the trombones and baritones have these right at D. And they're all on the same pitch for the most part. So it would be like ta, 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 ta. Okay, so I'm not going to play that in the music, but I just wanted to go over that a little bit. The next slide is also a pretty easy rhythm, but I wanted to go over because it has a dot. It involves a dot again. But this one is a dotted half note. And remember, the dot adds half of the original value. So in this case, the original value is just that half note. A half note equals 2 beats. All right? So that dot right here is equal to half the original value. The original value is 2 beats. Half of 2 is 1. 2 plus 1 is 3. So that's going to get 3 whole beats. And then these eighth notes at the end are going to be on 4 and. So again, it's an easy rhythm, but it goes like this. Ta, ta, ta. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, I'm not going to play that again in the music because it's fairly simple. I just want to make sure that we go over it. All right, now this one's a little bit harder because it starts with an eighth note, which is the first half of the first beat, and then that dotted quarter note comes in on the and of the beat. Now, since it comes in on the and of the beat and it gets 1.5 beats, it has to get the and, beat 2, and the and of 2. All right, so if I would just sing the first 2 notes of this measure, it would be ta-ta, 1 and 2 and. But now if you notice, that dotted quarter note is tied to that first eighth note, which would be 3. So that sound is going to last from the and of 1 all the way to the first half of beat 3. And then we're going to articulate, I'm sorry, that's not 3, that's 4. Sorry about that. We're going to articulate and 4 and. So it'd be ta-ta, ta-ta-ta. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, that happens. Let's see, where is that? I'm going to press stop and I'll be back with you in just a second. Okay, that happens in measure 34 and 35 of the alto saxophone. So let me play this recording for you again, and I'll kind of show you when that happens. Here's D, 1. Here it is right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, and 2, 3, and 4, and 1. So it's actually not the melody, it's the support that happens with the horns and the alto saxophones. Okay, so the last slide here. The last slide is something that happens in the alto saxophone, tenor saxophone, bari sax, horn, baritone 1, baritone 2, which is the trombone and baritone part, and then tuba and bass guitar. So this one's hard because it starts on the beat 1. I don't know why that didn't show up there. And then the next, it only takes up half the beat. That quarter note takes up a whole beat. So it's going to go all the way to the first part of beat 2. And then we have another one that starts on the end of the beat. So that one's going to go all the way to beat 3. Then we have another one that starts on the end of the beat. That's going to go all the way to the first part of beat 4. And then that final 8th note will be on the and of 4. So this will be ta 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 ta. So you start on the downbeat, but then everything else is on the upbeat. 1 and. So if we go back, you'll hear that in the basses right after the initial first melody. So you have ba da da da, do da da do da, do da da, and then the basses go da 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 da. So let's listen to that. Oh, we have stopping the music just a second. Okay, we got it back here. Here we go. Here it comes. 1 and. Okay, so that is those are the hard rhythms or the difficult rhythms that I think we need to go over in the first part of the song. So use this to study and use this to practice. Now the next videos will just be going over articulations. After I get through each part of the song, I'll go back to each part of the song and go over articulations and how I want you to play stylistically. All right, thank you very much.